Hello everyone. Today we will explore a topic that is both familiar and sensitive, yet it always attracts the attention of many couples. It is French kissing, also known as oral sex. Some people see it as an art of love, a symbol of intimacy and refinement, but others feel hesitant, even strongly opposed. So, French kissing, should we embrace it or not? Joining us today is a sexual health specialist.
In fact, not exactly. From a neurological perspective, during oral sex the brain releases dopamine and oxytocin, chemicals closely linked to pleasure and bonding. Men may take the initiative because they want to bring novelty and satisfaction to their partner. Meanwhile, women, when cared for this way, often feel cherished and nurtured. This is not just about physical pleasure, but also about strengthening trust and emotional connection.
Many women wonder, is it possible to reach orgasm through oral sex alone?
Absolutely. Some studies indicate that about 30 to 40% of women climax more easily with oral stimulation compared to penetrative sex. The reason is that the clitoris has more than 8,000 nerve endings, making it more sensitive than any other area. When stimulated with the tongue, soft and flexible, women experience sensations that are gentle, enduring, and often lead to orgasm more easily.
But in reality, many women, and even men, feel uncomfortable or even disgusted when it comes to this. Why, doctor?
It's a mix of psychology, culture, and personal hygiene. In Eastern cultures, sex is often considered taboo, leading many to believe that the genitals are dirty or shameful. The influence of pornography sometimes distorts perception, making people think of oral sex as unhealthy. And of course, hygiene concerns or unpleasant odors create resistance. The important thing is that couples communicate openly, never force it, and if they wish, start small and gradually build comfort.
Doctor, you once mentioned that oral sex can be even more useful for older adults. Could you explain further?
At middle and older ages, the body undergoes significant changes. Women often experience vaginal dryness due to low estrogen. Men may suffer from erectile difficulties. Oral sex at this stage becomes a great solution, helping women get stimulated and warmed up before intercourse, while also giving men more preparation time and confidence. It can serve as a substitute or a complement when penetration is challenging. In short, it's a bridge that helps maintain a fulfilling sex life, even in later years.
If a couple wants to try, what should they prepare?
There are 5 key principles. First, consent. Both partners must feel comfortable and willing. Second, hygiene. Shower, rinse the mouth, and use gentle cleansing products. Third, proper technique. Use the tongue softly, avoid teeth, focus on sensitive areas. Fourth, medical safety. Don't attempt it if there are oral wounds or sexually transmitted diseases. Protection such as condoms or dental dams can be used. And finally, respect emotions. If either partner feels uncomfortable, stop immediately. French kissing is not a requirement, but if there is consent, good preparation, and mutual respect, it can be the sweetest spice of intimacy. Don't let prejudice or fear prevent you from experiencing the deepest connection in love.
Thank you, Dr. Hoang Tui Hai, and thank you all for watching. See you in our next program. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We meet again in the program Late Night Stories. Tonight, we will discuss a topic, delicate, sensitive, yet if we dare to talk about it, it can open new perspectives, exciting and meaningful. That is, oral sex. Why is it considered an art? What benefits does it bring to married life? And what should we keep in mind to make it both emotional and safe for health? Many women still see this act as unacceptable. Some even think it is degrading or something only for sex workers. But from a scientific and psychological perspective, oral sex is a recognized and legitimate form of sexual intimacy. It can enhance pleasure, strengthen emotional bonds between partners, as long as it is done with consent and with safety. When a woman takes the initiative, it is no longer submission, but rather an intimate gift. Oral sex can, first, strongly stimulate the nervous system. Second, build closeness and trust. Third, serve as the perfect prelude to a fulfilling lovemaking experience. Inside the mouth, there are many sources of stimulation. The tongue, flexible, changing speed and rhythm. The lips and cheeks, creating pressure, holding tightly. The teeth, when used carefully, can add a unique sensation. When combined with the hands, touching the inner thighs, the scrotum, the lower belly, it becomes a complete art. But the key is, never force it. If done unwillingly, it can backfire, or even cause harm. Oral sex, though pleasurable, also carries risks. Transmission of sexually transmitted diseases. Infections if there are wounds inside the mouth. Dangers when done with casual partners. Right finger. The solution is, maintain good oral hygiene. Only practice it when both partners feel comfortable and trusting. And if necessary, use condoms or dental dams. Some may ask, what if semen is swallowed? If the man is healthy, semen is harmless. Once it enters the stomach, the acid will break it down completely. But if the man carries infections, the risk of transmission is real. That's why safety must always come first. In conclusion, oral sex can be seen as an art of emotions, of trust, and of marital intimacy. The most important thing is to practice it with consent, with hygiene, and with safety. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, a place where we listen and share the hidden stories, the private corners of marriage and family life. Tonight, we continue our journey exploring the mysteries of love and sexuality with a topic that surely interests not only women but also men. That is, how many G-spots do men have? Joining us again tonight is our familiar psychology expert.
Hello everyone. This question is truly interesting. I don't want to answer right away, whether it's 2, 3, or 4 spots. Let's take our time to talk, since tonight we have enough time to explore it thoroughly.
So first of all, let's try to redefine a little what exactly is the G-spot.
In fact, giving one universal definition is difficult. Everyone has heard of the G-spot, but simply put, it is a spot on the body, which, when stimulated, brings peak pleasure. In women, there are usually 2 mentioned. First, the external G-spot, the clitoris, a tiny organ, with thousands of nerve endings. Second, the internal G-spot, inside the vaginal wall, not fixed in one location, requiring couples to explore and discover.
Tonight, we'll focus on the male G-spot. So, how many G-spots do men really have, and where are they located?
Just like women, men also have sensitive areas. But there are usually 2 main ones. First, the head of the penis, packed with thousands of nerve endings. A gentle touch, a kiss, can bring overwhelming sensation. Second, the prostate gland, located near the end of the rectum. When stimulated, it brings a unique and powerful feeling, often called the male G-spot.
Listening to you, I realize this is not only physiology, but also exploration and mutual understanding. So how can women stimulate men's G-spots effectively?
The most important thing is openness and creativity. Sexual life needs renewal to avoid boredom. Try new things, but always with sensitivity, and above all, with honest communication.
Clearly, upgrading sexual life doesn't mean finding more partners, but upgrading the partner you already love. That's what makes marriage more fulfilling and happy.
Yes, we hope today's sharing will give you more knowledge and motivation to enrich your emotional and intimate life.
Thank you, and thank you everyone for watching the show. Please continue to support us by liking, subscribing, and leaving your comments below. Goodbye, and see you again.